Listen, I need you to hear this. Not just listen, hear it. Because what I'm about to tell you, it could change everything for you if you let it. You ever look at somebody who's got it all together, the body, the business, the life, and you think, man, they're just built different. No. They're not built different, they just chose different. Every single morning, when you were sleeping in, they were up. When you were scrolling, they were grinding. When you were comfortable, they were deliberately putting themselves in situations that were uncomfortable. That's it. That's the whole secret. There is no magic. There is no shortcut. There is no hack. Just people who did the work when they didn't feel like doing the work. And here's what nobody tells you. Motivation, it's a liar. Motivation shows up when things are exciting, and it disappears the second things get hard. You can't wait to feel motivated. You have to move before you feel it. You have to wake up when the alarm goes off, even when every single part of your body is saying 5 more minutes. You have to make that call, even after 20 rejections. You have to show up to that training session, even when your legs are sore and your mind is already making excuses before your feet even hit the floor. That's the real work. Doing it when you don't want to. Because let me tell you something about comfort. Comfort feels safe. It feels warm. It feels easy. It feels like you deserve it. But comfort is a trap. Every day you stay comfortable, the gap between where you are and where you want to be gets wider. And the worst part, you barely feel it happening. It's slow, it's quiet, it's sneaky. One day becomes 1 week. 1 week becomes 1 month. And before you know it, you're looking back at years, wondering where they went, wondering why your dreams still feel just as far away as the day you first had them. And that's not because life was unfair to you. That's because comfort won. So what do? You get uncomfortable on purpose. You wake up earlier than you need to. You do more reps than the plan says. You make 1 more call than yesterday. You sit with the difficult feeling instead of running from it. Because here's what happens when you do that consistently. Your brain starts to rewire. It stops treating hard things like threats. It starts treating them like opportunities. And that right there is the shift that changes everything. Think about this. You ever crushed a workout? Like really went for it, left everything on the floor, couldn't walk properly after. Did you ever regret it? Did you ever say, man, I wish I hadn't pushed that hard today? No, of course not. The regret always comes from the other side, from holding back, from stopping when you had more in the tank, from looking back and knowing, I could have given more and I didn't. That feeling right there, that quiet disappointment in your chest, that's your potential talking to you, and it keeps talking until you listen. Now I want to talk about something real, struggle. Most people treat struggle like it's the enemy, like it's a sign that something is wrong, that they're on the wrong path, that maybe this wasn't meant for them. But I need you to flip that completely. Struggle is not a sign that something is wrong. Struggle is a sign that something is right. The path to anything worth having, anything real, anything that actually matters, it was always going to be hard. There was never a version of this where it was easy, and nobody who is where you want to be, got there without going through the fire first. So when it hurts, lean in. When it gets heavy, don't put it down. When you want to quit, and you will want to quit, remember that the feeling of wanting to quit is not reality. It's just a test, and the test only has one question. Are you serious, or are you not? Let me talk about quitting, because quitting, most people think it's this big dramatic moment. It's not. Quitting happens in the small moments. It happens when you lower the standard just a little so the goal feels easier. It happens when you tell yourself, I'll start fresh on Monday. It happens when you give just enough effort to say you tried, but not enough to actually change anything. And here's the dangerous thing. Every time you quit, it gets easier to quit next time. Quitting becomes a habit. It becomes your default. But choosing not to quit, that becomes a habit too. Every time you push through when you want it to stop, you build something real, something solid, something that lives inside you and grows stronger every single time. And eventually, here's what happens. You stop waiting to feel ready. You stop negotiating with yourself. You stop treating hard work like a burden and start treating it like a standard. Your standard. The bar you set for yourself every single day. Every single day that passes. Every single day you wake up and choose comfort over commitment. That is a day you are never getting back. You understand that? That day is gone, forever. And the version of you that could have existed, the stronger version, the tougher version, the version that actually built something real, that version gets further away. Every single day. So I don't want you to watch this and feel good for 20 minutes and then go back to the same routine. That is the worst thing you could do. Feeling inspired without taking action is just entertainment. And you did not come here to be entertained. You came here because something inside you is tired. Tired of almost. Tired of one day. Tired of watching other people live the life you know you are capable of living. That's something inside you? That's not weakness. That is your greatness knocking on the door. And the only way to open it is to move. Right now. Today. Not after this video. Not after one more motivational speech. Right now. Because here's what the most successful people in the world understand that average people never do. The timing will never be perfect. The conditions will never be ideal. There will always be a reason to wait. There will always be something standing in the way. Always. The difference is, they move anyway. They are scared and they move anyway. They are tired and they move anyway. They are unsure and they move anyway. Because they know that clarity does not come before action. Clarity comes from action. You do not think your way into a new life. You work your way into one. So stop waiting for the right moment. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for someone to hand you permission to go after what you want. Nobody is coming. No one is going to save you. No one is going to do it for you. The only person who can change your life is the one looking back at you in the mirror every single morning. Because you figured out something most people never figure out. Doing more than required is what separates ordinary from extraordinary. When the set is 10, do 11. When the workday is 8 hours, put in 9. When you've made 20 calls, make 21. Not because someone is watching, not because you'll get immediate credit, but because you are building yourself into the person who does that. And that person gets different results, because that person does different things. Here's the bottom line. Everybody is talented. Seriously, look around. Everybody has something. Everybody has a gift. But talent without mental toughness? That's a sports car with no fuel. It looks great sitting there. It goes nowhere. What separates the people who make it from the people who don't is not talent. It is the willingness to be uncomfortable for longer than everyone else. It is the decision to be relentless even when relentless feels ridiculous. It is waking up every day and saying, I am going to do the hard thing today. Not because it's easy, not because I feel like it, but because I decided, and my decision does not change based on my feelings. So here's where we land. Today. Not next week, not when things settle down, not when you feel more ready. Today. You make a decision. One area of your life. Just one. And you commit to going all in. No more halfway. No more almost. No more I'll try. You go in deeper, harder, stronger than you ever have before. And when it gets hard, because it will, you smile. Because now you know. Hard means you're on the right path. Hard means you're growing. Hard means the version of you on the other side of this is going to be someone you are genuinely proud of. The life you want is not locked away somewhere you can't reach. It's on the other side of the discomfort you keep avoiding. Go earn it every single day. Go earn it.